What's going on, creators? I'm your co-host, Artis Stayillin.
I'm Faith Reed.
And we're here with a special guest, Emma Grace. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Harlem, you know what I'm saying? I currently reside in Brooklyn, but I always represent Harlem.
Harlem in the building, you already know.
Shout out to the Bronx.
Bronx in the building, you already know.
Big
All right.
New York.
Let the audience know a little bit about your brand and what you do as a creator.
All right, well, my brand is called Grace's Odyssey. We're a sustainable fashion brand. We use all vegan furs and leathers because we do have a fur and leather collection out currently. We are currently working on rebranding and finding more ways to be sustainable, including our packaging. So definitely stay tuned on that. As far as what the brand meaning is, the name Grace's Odyssey came from obviously Grace, which is my middle name, as well as to have grace, and whatever God you believe in, just to have grace in yourself. And then obviously Odyssey has two meanings. One is to go on an adventure, and I want my clothes to take you on an adventure, on a journey of fashion. And then the other meaning is the Greek definition, which stems from Greek gods and goddesses. And whether you're a regular person or a top A-list celebrity, whoever we're working with, we want you to feel like that, like a god or goddess when you're walking down the streets of New York or on the Met Gala.
Can you take us to how it all started for you? What got you started? What sparked your interest into fashion?
Well, I was always an out-of-the-box kid, for sure. My mom has this one video of me walking down the street in her sunglasses that were way too big for my face. And I'm walking down the street, I'm like, Emma.com. And I knew that I was I always was gonna be something out of the box. And when, as we all know, people feel like college is essential, which I still do, but you gotta have funding for college. And I think that a lot of people don't realize that, and people kind of look down on people that didn't go to college. But I'm self-taught. I'm the youngest in my family, and I started modeling, taking footsteps from my mom, who was a model when I was young, and I just was always looking at pieces and nitpicking, and I'm like, nah, I can do more. I can do more than just be a model and have no voice and no say. And so I created my brand for not only for customers and consumers, but also for the models that wear my clothes. I want you to feel comfortable, I want you to feel confident, and I want you to feel like you have a voice when you work with me. So everybody on my team, coming from my creative directors, my assistants, my interns, all of that, everybody has a voice and a say-so when it comes to Grace's Odyssey. So it's really about the models and just making sure everybody has that voice in the brand, and that's where it kind of stemmed from.
How often do you create?
Every week. I've really been creating a lot, because I said, it's been a lot of impulsive stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Just making it because I want to have fun, I want to be creative, and just making stuff.
For self?
For self and for people. I always post what I'm making. I had made this holiday set, and it was just something that I impulsively wanted to make for a photo shoot. And I'm I feel like people would buy it, so I put it on the mannequin. Then I also took my own pictures too, but then I had about 5-6 orders within the next few days of posting it. So I feel like if I know I'm gonna buy it, somebody else is gonna wanna buy it. So it's always I think about myself, but I also think about everybody else. Because like I said, I'm not necessarily a trend follower, so of course I'm thinking for myself what I like, but it's also, I know other people gonna like it too.
So your mother got you into modeling, you said?
Well, both my parents have always been entrepreneurs. I have never once seen my dad work for anybody but himself. Whether it was, he wrote movies, working with people like David Krumholtz and Natasha Lyonne, which have both, won awards and have shows and things like that. And then he had a trading business where he taught people stocks, and then as well as he now he's just always been a jack of all trades and always been his own boss. And then as far as the creativity aspect, my mom, she was a model before I was born, and she acted as well. So I feel like that creative juice was like always in me from both of my parents. So that's kind of like where it came from. I never was like a baby model or like a kid model, but when I got older, I kind of like, you know, it just fell on my lap. I had a really great experience. I got the opportunity to be on the news with a company, and so from there, then my modeling career kind of just went off from there.
What does your fashion say without you speaking?
Right. It say Grace's Odyssey. I don't know, it say Grace's Odyssey, like, you know, we one of one, like, when we come on that runway, they want Grace's Odyssey. So I feel like you said, without saying anything, it just say Grace's Odyssey.
Yeah.
You know when it's gonna scream that.
Yeah.
Like,
If you can, do you remember the first piece you worked on, the first piece you designed?
I actually do. I mean, I don't remember, like, I've been sewing since I was a little girl. My grandma gave me a sewing machine. But as far as like my first ever piece was actually a collaboration with me and Daniel's Leather, and I had curated, designed a piece. It was a 3-piece set. It was a skirt, long skirt with fur along the sides, and then a bikini top, and then you could take the skirt off and there was bikini bottoms. So that was like the first ever piece that I like designed and curated as a business owner.
When creating, where do your ideas stem from?
My ADHD.
Really?
Yeah, like I am such, like it should be a spur of the moment. Like, oh my God, I should make this. Like
Yeah.
the skirt I'm wearing right now, I just was like, okay, so I seen this thing and I like saw spiky hair, and so then with the spiky hair, I made it with like the skirt, so I got the little spikes coming out the skirt, and so like it just come, and I don't know, it just come to my brain. And so sometimes I don't even sketch it out. I just start making it. Like I'm like, all right, let me go to the fabric store, and I just start
And
making it.
it'll come out the same way you envision it in your head?
Yeah,
I like that.
I definitely do.
And
I
that
love
means
it.
you're good.
Like,
That means you're good.
yeah.
Because
But like for the new collection, I definitely am being very meticulous. Like so, this collection is definitely like it has more thought in it. Like it's. I can't say too much on it, you know, just stay tuned for September, our first solo show, brand new collection.
Is it fur in it?
No, it's high-end haute couture. I can give you, okay, so the September showcase is gonna be our first ever solo showcase. The collection will be based off of the true definition of Grace's Odyssey, which as I stated earlier, is based off of the Greek gods and goddesses. So the collection will be based off of that, and it will be more high-end, exclusive haute couture pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
all.
I definitely like
Yeah.
the fur. Like,
Nah, that's definitely still gonna be there.
I
But-
was scrolling like, ooh.
Yes, I'm a big fur baby, but I definitely feel like, you know, we've done a lot. The brand
Yeah.
has done a lot, and I feel like it's that time to really put our stamp in it. I see us being a part of, you know, the official New York Fashion Week lineup. The only thing we need to do is produce our own show to really show that we taking this thing seriously. So that's why we're gonna do more like a high class pieces and high end pieces that, while they're simple, but they'll still be, you know, out of the box at
Yeah.
the same time.
Okay.
So, you know, maybe there'll be a little fur in it, or maybe not.
Just a little something.
A little something.
A little something. I like my fur.
I know, I see. I'm loving it.
Are you a sneakerhead?
I love me some sneakers. I love sneakers. Like, I always be trying to get into my girly stuff. But I'm such a sneakerhead. Like, I'm such a sneakerhead. I was so upset. Like, one time I moved and, you know, in between places or whatever, and I lost out of my sneakers. I was so mad. But
What sneakers?
I had custom Vincent Van Gogh Air Force Ones. And then,
Let me tell you something right now.
I had the pine green ones too. All that. I was missing
The
all
pine
that.
green ones.
Right, the pine green ones.
No beef. I ain't say nothing yet.
You know what? And I know you feel it coming.
And I'm good. I feel like sneakers definitely
Pause.
have a trend. Like sneakers are their own trend.
Yes, I am a sneakerhead. Love sneakers. Down. Okay, down.
You see, I'm wearing a cute little
Yes,
skirt,
I
but
do,
I got the
you
Puma
know?
speak hats
Because
on.
sometimes I feel like any outfit goes with sneakers. I don't care if it's a ballroom gown.
I can still find sneakers to match my dress.
What's that? Approximately how many sneakers do you
If you ask my dad, he said I'm like Kanye.
own? Oh.
Yeah, he'd be like, cause
Oh.
there was a story about how Kanye, when he moved out of Kim's house, he had to move 500 pairs of sneakers.
Listen.
But I'm about like, probably like 40.
Okay, I like that. That's a high number.
I still don't feel like I have enough though.
You can never have enough.
I don't have enough.
You can
That's
never
what I'm
have
saying.
enough. And then trying to wear every one is a whole thing.
Exactly.
It's possible, like
It is
but-
possible. I've worn all my sneakers.
you develop favorites.
You have favorites,
You know.
definitely. I
That's-
have favorites,
That's what I mean by
They get
impossible.
all
But
the
I
shine.
but I definitely have worn all my sneakers at least
Yeah,
once.
I have to at least. I'm lying. Forget it. Sometimes I have impulse buys, and I'm just like, oh,
Definitely impulse
I need that for
buys.
an outfit that I don't even know yet, but
It's gonna be worn eventually,
it's
though.
eventually, yes.
That's what I'm saying. Eventually,
Sometime.
it's
Soon.
gonna be worn.
You know,
It's gonna be worn.
if you could be any sneaker, what would you be?
Well, I always have loved my Jordans. Like I have so many Jordans. like Jordan, you just need to sign me at this point. Like we said earlier, I'm like Kanye.
Michael,
Like come
whoever's
on,
in
like
charge
you got
of
the
it,
high
like-
top, the low rise, like all that. Definitely
Like-
Jordans. But as far as like if I'm like a spiritual, I feel like I love that like Puma got the speed cats because I'm like, ooh, it makes me feel like run. Like,
I
ooh,
don't like
I'm a
to run.
speed cat. Like,
I don't
and
like
I
to run.
really like their brand marketing. The things that they're doing right
Yeah.
now is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it's really fire. I gotta give credit to what they do. And like,
Yeah.
I went to their ASAP Ferg pop up,
Uh-huh.
met Ferg himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was amazing. And then you know they got with Rihanna too, the
Yeah.
Fenty, and now I just seen. I seen another brand do the flip thing like they do, and so I'm like, yeah, they copy it. They what they doing right now is really
Really?
with the
I gotta see it.
gotta right. Cause the Puma they have on the
Yeah,
hood.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Wow.
I'm designing too.
Alright, look. After I need to see.
Gotcha.
I heard a little bit in the beginning about forces or whatever. You like those?
I mean, I do. Okay, like I mean, he get at me because of me and my forces. Like, I'm not an all white forces girl though.
That's
okay?
what I want to hear.
I'm not an all white forces. I like the forces with the colors,
Not
you know,
the
on
whites.
it. Not the whites.
So the premium.
Yo,
Premium,
him is
yeah.
premium.
Like I'm
It's-
loving me some forces.
We still
Feel
forcing.
like, why you want them low rise? No, I love
Damn.
that.
I
But
thought
I just don't, not the all white. It's
I
time
don't-
for those to go. The black ones too. You're not robbing nobody. It's all right.
You
Like,
know?
but if you got the color ones, they got cool colorways.
They got nice colorways.
Yeah,
The
that's
fun
why
white.
the New Balance. That's why New Balance is coming into wave now
Oh.
too, cause the style
yeah.
and they be having new
They
colors.
comfy too.
Yeah, they are New Balance comfy.
With them all white.
New York staple.
It all right.
We're
Oh my
gonna stick
God.
to that.
I
That's
mean,
it.
yeah, that's the same thing you could say with Tim's and like all that. So like
Yeah.
Tim's, like
New York staple. All
it
right,
is,
all
but
right.
you know, it's time for certain
I'm
things
gonna
to
ask.
go.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna
Okay,
ask.
if you in
What?
high school and you in middle school, wear the all white forces. But once you're an adult, it's time for it to go.
Thank
Oh,
you.
what?
You're an adult
Thank
now.
you.
Dress like one, please.
Dress like one.
Comments.
What?
Leave your
My
comments.
friends look at
Comment
sneakers before they look at a face. They look at a face and then they look at the
Okay.
sneaker. They be like,
Yeah.
no. Mm-mm. If you have all whites, it's terrible. No.
No. I agree.
I'm gonna accept this.
Cause you
Accept
getting
it.
jumped. Like,
I am.
So would you have a pair of all white forces?
Yeah.
Of course you
in
do.
love with them.
Gotta
I don't
have-
know
You
why.
wear the most.
Gotta
I
have
bet
a
you
pair
got
of
a
white.
few of them too because
Like,
you gotta
you
keep
have
them all
to.
white.
Now I don't have a. Yo,
Now you lying. Now you lying. Man.
Yo.
It's all right. You
that-
can come bring them over to me and I'll paint them for you. You know what I'm saying? I'll paint your shoes for
Custom.
you.
Get
First
custom.
of all-
I get them
First of
custom made. Like get the old white so you can get them custom.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah. You know, you wear them and then you customize them.
When it
After
get
the
dirty
fact,
the
yeah.
next day.
I don't have multiple pairs. First of all, that's not what happens. All
You
the
do
time.
have multiple
It's situational. All right. It's situational.
Situational.
Yeah, it's
Like, you
situational.
cannot.
Yeah.
People have multiple.
It's all right.
pairs, though.
So we're gonna just say, so basically, you know, Jordan 1s over the Air Force One. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, obviously Jordan.
That's all right.
I think that's what she said.
Shout out to Jordan.
Jordan do his thing. I don't know. It's just something about everything about him. Like it's not necessarily it's just the Jordan 1s. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? The Jordan 1s.
What? Shit. I like her.
Yo, I can't.
I have most of my sneakers are ones I just said I got rid. I couldn't find my pine green ones. My pine green ones. Like
Yeah, those are fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Jordan
The-
1.
Those are fire.
Hyper
not a Jordan
Royales.
person. I'm not.
The Hyper Royales. Everything.
Yes.
Come on.
Oversaturated.
You hear what she's spitting?
Of course.
Bars.
Bars.
You're gonna put
Listen.
put that over the thing. Just like
Listen.
Right.
bars. What mistakes have you made in your past or your present, and what have you learned from any of those mistakes?
The mistakes that I've made as a small business owner is handing things to celebrity clients that are not necessarily your clients yet. Like going to a pop-up when you are not necessarily a designer that manufactures pieces and things like that, and you're not like investing too much money into a piece, so it's okay to give it to them. Like I'm very big on now, like everybody needs to sign a contract, NDAs. Like if things are damaged, so I now like have a whole like strict thing because I value relationships, and I feel like without a relationship with that client, they're not your client. You're just necessarily giving peace. So I think that was like my first ever mistake was like going to pop-ups and like giving pieces, but then not collecting any information, and as well as like the contracts come in is like also like when you do wind up working with them, and it is a matter of communication, sometimes communication can get lost, so it's always just like protection of yourself and protection for them as well. So I think that like as small business owners, like it's just always about like protecting yourself and your brand. So I think that was like the small mistakes that I made. Another thing, what else? I don't feel like I feel like I'm very strategic with things, and I also like console my people and like my friends. So I try my best not to make a mistake in the brand. I think there's always lessons to learn. That's why I've created a team of people with other creative minds, and I always console them on like what they think is in the now, and when it comes to anything, like, so I feel like I've tried my best to avoid mistakes when it comes to like anything. I think that like it's just always like don't go in blind, like always know what to do and how to do it, and that's how we execute things.
For the rest of the year, what can we expect from Grace?
Well, like I've been stating, Grace's Odyssey is really coming into the full tuition. Like we're definitely working on, the new September showcase. That's coming
in New York.
in New York, in
Okay.
the heart of New York. Manhattan, New York. We can't have it nowhere else but Manhattan.
That's a fact, Jack.
Like, very exclusive, very interactive. You're not going to see a fashion show like this one. And that's all I'm going to say. If you've seen some of the stuff that we've done on the runway, on other people's productions, we about to step on this production. Like, so definitely September, like September 13th to be specific. But
Okay.
yeah, so
Okay.
we getting everything locked in now. There'll be, information will be coming out soon and all that. Y'all are definitely invited. So we'll have, we'll have the high-end stuff, and then We'll be coming out with some cute little like tracksuits and stuff like that, like little
What?
workout stuff. Just like I said, like, you know, as far as for manufacturing, our stuff will be kind of cute, but we definitely will be exclusive as far as for our collections that you will have seen on the runway and things like that. Those are made per order, things like that. But then also we're working on sustainable boxing and packaging as well, so that will be coming soon. Personalized things. The website will be up and running this year. Right now it's made per order on the Instagram, so our website will be coming soon. We gotta update all that.
Got a lot in the works now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have little things.
Starting with growth.
Yeah, exactly.
As a model slash designer, what advice would you give to other up and coming models slash designers?
Okay, I would say for, you know, up and coming models, definitely be confident. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be confident. You know, you could be nervous on the inside, but ain't nobody gotta see that. I need that confidence. You know, that's how you gonna be selected for me. How you gonna be selected for anybody's that confidence. It's not about your height, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it may be, but that don't mean that you're not a model, because there's definitely a ton of commercial modeling gigs. And trust and believe, those ones are the ones that pay. So, you know, it's just about your confidence, like, you know, and definitely have a proper comp card. It pisses me off as a designer seeing these video vixen comp cards being sent in for a designer. All right, like I have 2 different comp cards. I have one for my videos and one for my modeling. And, you know, they're different. It's different, and you got to know that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be taken seriously in the real modeling world, you know, you got to take yourself seriously and really do your research on how you're going to do that. You know, we need clean slate photos. You know, right now I'm a clean slate. I barely have any makeup on. That's what they love. That's what they need. And so definitely have the proper comp card information. Know your measurements. I've had plenty of models tell me I do not know my measurements. Go on YouTube, buy a measuring tape, and learn how to do it yourself. You know, it's a very, very simple thing to check those 3 measurements. All the other measurements that we may need, we will take them ourselves. You know, I get my inseam. I measure my model's lengths from head to toe, the circumference, everything. But for general stuff, I just need your bust, hips, and your waist. Or if you're a man, your chest, hips, and waist. And so those are definitely like very important things I think that, you know, a lot of models are missing. Another last thing I would say is a no does not mean a no forever. We may not cast you because we have a certain capacity of models that we have to pick. And it's so unfortunate because there are plenty of beautiful faces. There's as well plenty of models that I've worked with that I've told them yes. And then I tell them no next time because I want to give new models more opportunities. So, you know, that's the other thing. You may say yes and we may say no next time too. Like, you know, you just never know. And it's don't, because one door closes does not mean it's going to stay closed forever. As well as when one door closes don't mean the next one not going to open up for you. Like, I could get 100 no's. I send in so many audition tapes, you know, and how many have I gotten a call back for? I don't know, like, you know, so, but have I given up on sending in auditions? No, because they may say no, but that means the next one might say yes. So definitely, like, keep going, like, just keep going. And then as far as designers, I would say, you know, stay true to yourself. You know, be the trend, don't follow the trends. That's my motto. And, you know, network, stay connected, and don't gatekeep. You know what I'm saying? I have so many designer friends that I work with, and being able to work together as creatives has helped me grow. I do not have all the answers, especially as a creative, because there's always something that's gonna be next. You know, it gets real lonely and real dark when you don't talk to anybody. So I feel like being able to find that network and that group of people is amazing. So that would really be my only advice for designers. I feel like designers, kind of everybody has their own way. I respect all my fellow designers, especially the ones that I've worked with together in the past. So I feel like, you know, their advice is to themselves, and, you know, stay true to that.
Are there any low-key brands that you want to shout out, that you want to put out there for the people to know about?
You know, of course, I want to shout out Grace's Odyssey. You know, the one and only Grace's Odyssey. I will say that recently there's been a few, you know, other brands that I've seen that really are making their waves. I'm really proud of, you know, my friend Tizai Jones. He just had a grand opening for his new store. June 8th. We are, you know, they're my dear friends over there, so they're a great brand as well. There's another brand, it's called Zez. It's Zeiss. I just did a runway show with them. Very out of the box, things like that. Hugh Bain, Israel, he's a great friend of mine. His stuff is so different, so clean. I love it. I love seeing his stuff. He's always coming out with something different. Yeah, those are just like, you know, my close friends, other designers that I've worked with that are really amazing. And I've been honored to work alongside them. Looks by London, he's an amazing stylist and designer. He just got collaboration with Shein. So he just did his first only solo showcase as well. So I'm really proud of him. But yeah, like I said, I'm so humbled to be around such amazing people and creatives when I do work with other productions, because I get to see other brands and businesses that I work along with. So those are just a few of the many other small designers out there based here in New York, you know, people that are represented in New York. So yeah, for sure.
You already know. Shout out to every brand she mentioned. You already know what it is. With that being said, we're gonna close the show right there. Face, let them know all your handles and everything.
Face_Reed. Follow me.
Miss Grace, let them know all your handles and everything.
Yes, so the brand on Instagram gonna be Grace's Odyssey LLC, you know what I'm saying? And then the personal gonna be _bands, 3 Z's _ Big New York.
Big New York, like, that's all I hear right now.
And bands, like.
All right, you already know what it is. The Arts Museum is the Instagram, also the YouTube channel. Make sure to tell your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, whoever you need to tell them one more thing. If you like the video,
Like the video.
like the video, respectfully. Now, that's it and that's all.
Yeah,
We out.
like that video. We out.
Peace.